The first song is called The Fallen Angel, and The Fallen Angel was a bar in Islington in London in the 80s and early 90s. And this song chronicles the disappearance of some performance spaces and spaces in the queer community. And all of these songs are between 1 and 2 minutes long. Here we go. Down the dimly lit Islington Street, the angel was waiting. We sat, drank, talked the talk of queer girls. Our music, our time, our style, this was our place. A bold, brightly painted guardian on the ceiling watched over it all. One night the door opened on a different world. Ours disappeared, gone without trace. All we could do was walk back to the tune, gobsmacked, leave them to their Belgian beer. This next song's called On the Tram. These are based on poems, largely short poems that are like haiku and related poems, hainaku, so syllable and word count poems. On the Tram is looking at the way public space is used and how that's changed. On the tram in my head, I am counting words and syllables, writing short poems while I can. What do you do on trams? Do you think? Do you read? Do you listen? Sounds are everywhere. Or maybe take time to be alone in the midst of it all. Or maybe this is time best spent on the phone, texting, on the phone, surfing, on the phone, tweeting, on the phone, the phone, the phone, alone but not alone. On the tram in our heads and left to our own devices. This next one's called Irene Warehouse, after the community arts space in Pitt Street in Brunswick. And I first went to the Irene Warehouse to visit Barricade Books, which was an anarchist bookshop that used to be in the lower part of Sydney Road and then moved to Irene Warehouse. And the song chronicles the changing space of Irene Warehouse, and I guess also of political and community spaces. In the song there's mention of artwork, and the artwork that's mentioned is by a Western Suburbs artist that does street art in the form of big paste-up figures. That's Baby Gorilla. I don't know if you may have seen any of her work that adorns some of the walls in Brunswick and right through the Western Suburbs, right down to Spotswood. Here we go, Irene Warehouse. Irene Warehouse, Pitt Street, Brunswick, factory of yesterday. Activists and artists work here. Signage still says lingerie. In the foyer you can read of actions and of happenings. Going further, open spaces call performers and audience in. In circus space there's not much comfort. What you bring is what you'll have. Ask your friends to come with cushions, candles, glasses and charades. Listen as you walk around, look beyond the grunge, the dreads. Can you see the garment makers working with machines and threads? Going down the stairs you'll see evidence of artistry. Characters like you and me falling, flying, escaping, trying. Yes, falling, flying free. At Irene Warehouse, Pitt Street, Brunswick, barricade has come and gone. But in manifestos and in murals, anarchism lingers on. A vision of community, a factory of yesterday, performances and studios, a sign recalling lingerie. Another one, several of the songs are based on experiences of art, from street art to high art, and this is another street art song. This is about my observation of the street whale, which is a long mural that can only be captured on special lens. That's down on the side of Richmond Station, which was created by Mike Macatron, who also spent some time in New York, and there's a big mural there, the Brooklyn Snail. Anyway, so street whale, I've called it. A colourful face catches my eye from the car as I'm driving. A street whale painted on the wall near the station, singing an urban song. Don't think of me as a fish out of water. I belong here, where the trains and people come and go, in the ebb and flow of noise and movement, sustained by the myriad sights, sounds and stories that I take in from all directions. This next song just needs a retune. For those who aren't familiar with the baritone ukulele, the tuning is D, G, B, E, like the top strings of the guitar. This is the second last song, and this celebrates the many hours I've spent in Officeworks as a postgraduate student, photocopying scores for 10 years. Okay, Officeworks. I think we all know and love stationery stores. Here we go. It's in a sort of a waltz feel. Officeworks, I go for almost any reason, to browse the aisles and see what lurks. I like to go to Officeworks. Being a student has some perks. It's always stationary season. I like to go to Officeworks. I go for almost any reason. I have to retune, thanks, for this last one. Just back to the standard. This last song celebrates the backpack, which I travelled with for about 20 years. And the song reveals what happened then. So this is my last song, thanks. I have a backpack, khaki green, with multicolored ties. I travelled with it round the world, retired now it lies. One pocket gone, it's looking worn, and I know how it feels. These days when I go travelling, I take a bag with wheels, with wheels. For fixing the sound, Wesley, thanks.